Hey guys, so in our society we're taught from a very young age of the idea of right and wrong or good and bad or kind of like a polar opposite like kind of different opinions that are basically held in a high position as like unchangeable laws of society, like rights and wrongs or good and bads or should and shouldn'ts. So today I'm going to talk about that, and because I was inspired at work to try and talk about this and spread my opinions and ideas, because I feel like it's very beneficial to people, and it's kind of like your own individual perspective. So I'm going to talk about that. So I feel like rights and wrongs are kind of just a individual, unique perspective to a person. So I feel like there's two different types of perspectives. There's an individual perspective, which is basically created by an individual person on the basis of what they've experienced or how they feel. So they have the perspective that this thing either is right or it makes them feel good, or it's bad or it's wrong and it makes them feel bad. So that's an individual perspective, and a collective perspective is either a collective, or it's either a perspective formulated by an individual person and then adopted by a group of people, or it's a kind of mass perspective that was adopted as a whole. It's kind of like a conditioning thing where it wasn't even really your choice. You were just taught that this is the right way, even though it just started with a singular person. So when you think of these perspectives, you realize that right and wrong is just someone's individual perspective. So say I liked oranges and someone else didn't like oranges. Liking oranges would be my individual perspective, and it doesn't necessarily say that the other person is wrong for not liking oranges. It just says that my individual perspective is liking oranges. So when we talk of the idea of like permanently right and wrong ideas, we're talking about someone's ideas being superior to another, and an idea or perspective can't really be superior to another, because we formulate these ideas and perspectives on how we feel and our experience, and no one can really tell us that we're wrong for experiencing the things that we experience. So if you feel sad while watching a movie, no one can come up to you and say, you're not feeling sad, you're happy, and then you're automatically feeling happy. No, it's not how it works. You're just, like, no one can tell you or invalidate your feelings because you just feel them. So right and wrong is a perspective, and it was a perspective formed individually by a person just like you. So it's like saying my neighbor created this perception that he liked apples, and now everyone loves apples, but I don't like apples. But you were really close to your neighbor, and you know that your neighbor and you are very similar, and you know that your neighbor's ideas aren't superior. You just know that he likes apples and you don't. So it's really just that simple. It's a person's idea that was adopted by the masses, but really it's no more superior or I guess you could say more right than your perspective. So I feel like the entire point of this Earth realm kind of thing is to form your individual perspectives, and on the basis of like how you feel, and I feel like that's how the universe kind of expands itself. So if this our society like that we live in holds this idea of a collective right or wrong, it's kind of going against that individual perspective thing. So for a majority of my life, I was like following my parents' views of right and wrong. So I was playing a couple sports and kind of living my life as to like where I was really believing what they were telling me was right and wrong. So I was really not enjoying what I was doing, and they kept telling me oh, it's the right thing to do, you'll enjoy it, you're enjoying it right now, this is what you love, don't give it up, and you'll regret it if you give it up, basically. So basically they were telling me it was the right thing to stick with my sports and go against my internal perspective, or in my individual perspective, which I didn't really know was a thing at the time. I just thought, oh, it's the right thing to do, so I'll do it because I'm getting this kind of reward or approval from my parents. But I can tell you from experience, like, it feels so much better to go from your individual perspective, because you really even start thinking differently and finding all these different passions and activities that you actually love doing, and you wouldn't care if anyone else told you that it was the right or wrong thing to do because you love doing them. And it inspires you to make videos like this, and you just find a whole side of life that you never even knew existed, and you create your own things, and it's kind of like a domino effect. You just keep creating individual perspectives and spitting out individual perspectives, and you just get so much more creative, and you feel so good. And I just feel like if everyone lived their life according to how they felt and what they believed was right and wrong, or even if they didn't even believe in right and wrongs, that they would, like, this entire world would just live as such a better life. And yeah, so that's what I think about on a daily basis. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll make more videos in the future. I always like writing down my ideas, but I figure it's kind of easier to express them through a video or just talking. And I'm not the best at making videos, but I'll get better, I guess. And I'm gonna try to keep them kind of not cut or edited, because I always watch videos and I always really appreciate the people who kind of show their authentic side and, I don't know, don't really edit their videos that much, so they're kind of like an authentic video. So I really like that, so I think I'm gonna do that more. And it's a lot easier, and so I can make a lot more videos. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to. I have a couple of videos. I haven't made that many. I'm rambling, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it made you think about something. Thank you so much, and have a good day.